and welcome to another episode of Facts and Fun. Today we'll be having Sriram, our Senior Business Development Executive, who has had a vast experience in driving growth and creating opportunities that actually make a difference. Hi Sriram.
Hey, hi Arya.
So first question is, if you had to sell yourself in a 10-second pitch, how would you do it?
I'm an experienced sales and marketing professional who has a deep passion for empathy. Basically, that drives my approach. Transitioning from a background in theaters to management, I've always leveraged storytelling and emotional intelligence to bridge that gaps and build meaningful relationships throughout my career. So that's
great.
how I would do
Really good. Theaters, that's really great. So next question would be, what's your go-to icebreaker when you first meet a client?
I normally go with a personalized comment about them, I've seen that you've extended your presence into a new market. How is it going? Is it exciting? So that gives a personalized touch and they get to know that I've done my homework.
Yes.
So that gives a natural flow to the conversation. That's how I work for.
Really good. Now next question. What's one thing about sales that you learned the hard way?
Oh, that's nice. Don't assume things, basically. So better probing gives you better answer, better understanding into the client needs. So eventually that helps you to understand the requirement of the client. If you assume in advance that the client has a budget constraint or client has this need in specific, maybe that is not the case. You'll have to dig a little deeper. Maybe you can end up with something which you have never anticipated. So that's how sales works.
So next question, how do you stay motivated when you face a tough sales month or challenging clients?
Sales is actually tough, but I keep reminding me of the bigger picture. Resilience plays a bigger role here, trying to understand that every no is not personally pointing to you. Understanding that gives you a breather and go with the flow. It's fun. You'll have to, at the end of the day, it's fun. It's not pointing, every no is not pointing to you. It's not, don't take it personally. That's the only thing.
That's a great way to look at it. Really good. Moving on to next question. What according to you is the most important trait that someone needs to succeed in sales?
I think it's empathy. At the end of the day, it's all about building meaningful relationship with the client. You'll have to understand what they really want and building the trust over the time of the conversation. As the saying goes, people might forget what you said or what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. That's something which you can give that wow factor. So I think that's something which is really needed for a salesperson, and you'll have to understand people in depth.
Now we have come to our last and final session, which is our rapid fire session. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so first question is cold calls or emails?
Call.
Coffee or tea during sales meetings?
Coffee.
Okay, face-to-face pitch or virtual presentation?
Both.
And lastly, how would you rate yourself as a sales executive from 1 to 10?
I would give it to a sweet 8.
Great.
All right.
So before this conversation, I had zero to no knowledge about sales, and after this conversation, I got to learn about so many things, especially when you said it's not about what you do or what you talk, but it's about how you make them feel. That really hit the spot. So thank you so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
Let's catch up later.
Pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you, Arya.
You too.
Bye.